Yes, you're very welcome to the WIT Arena. We're back here for the second semi-final of the afternoon. It's a repeat of last year's final, St Anne's against Gailltír. We've had to move pitches and move equipment, and the sun is in our eyes, so we're going to, as well as the players maybe, we're going to find that conditions maybe testing here this afternoon. But the second semi is underway, the eagerly awaited semi between Gailltír and St Anne's. Derek Lyons, the Waterford Camogie manager, joins me right now. It's Delasal, or Gailltír, straight into attack with Anne Corcoran knifing through. Going for a shot there, oh, it's well taken there, well blocked inside over the St Anne's defence. Is the referee coming back? Oh, it's in the net actually, it's in the net, Derek, sorry, yeah. It's actually in the net, because there's a player down, and I thought, oh, Morrissey is speaking to her, and there is 3 late changes to the Gailltír team, which we will bring you in due course. But right from the throw-in, knifed her way through, and no chance there for Megan Foran in the St Anne's goal.
No, superb run directly from the throw-in there, one and ball given to Anne Corcoran, and she made a beeline, ran 40-50 yards towards the goal, and just reminiscent of a start we had against Tipperary in the All-Ireland quarter-final, and made a great run in, and this time she finished it, so well done. But I
thought for a second it actually had gone out inside the goal, because the sun right here, just to say as well, and note as well, the camera angles maybe a little bit lower in the first game, because the lads, Tomas and Willie, have had to move equipment here. It's WIT Arena, not taking the I suppose both games this afternoon, the back pitch, which was, I suppose, somewhat maybe, I don't know, disappointing, but they're the rules, they're the regulations. I suppose we are lucky to have games given the amount of rain that fell during the week, but probably not ideal, is it?
No, it's not ideal for everybody, like particularly people standing in the bank, you know. I mean, they'd like to have the benefit to stand. Sun in the eyes then as well isn't helping either, but look, it is what it is. The pitch is in top class condition, there's nothing wrong with the pitch, it's just I suppose the move of the venue for the patrons here, I suppose, not being able to avail of the stand really, which is what's really important.
So that Gailltír team, while we have the break in play, there's 3 changes to the team that was scheduled. Ciara Jackman in goal, a full backline of Emily Manny, Margot Heffernan, and Maeve Sheridan comes in instead of Sorcha Cantwell. Leah Sheridan, Clodagh Carroll and Hannah Flynn in the half backline. It's Kate Lynch and Shauna Fitzgerald teaming up with Lorna Porca. The half forward is Anne Corcoran, goal scorer there for Gailltír. Ciara O'Sullivan on the 40 alongside number 21 Annie Fitzgerald, who's back for this game instead of Roisin Flood. 19 then, number 19, that's Alicia Forrest, comes in place of Emer Welch. She's a capable player. Aoife Fitzgerald at 14 and Alana O'Sullivan at 15. I suppose the big news there from Gailltír's point of view, Annie Fitzgerald back for this county semi-final.
Yeah, coming back from her college away, obviously being flown in for the game. Right. Big addition and straight into the starting team. So she hasn't hurled for all of this year, so it's a big ask, I suppose. But obviously they have faith in Annie. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They've done that, yeah. And Gailltír have this ball from the puck out. Roisin, and she's fouled there. Says Omar's frontal tackle on Roisin. We'll bring you the St Anne teams, the St Anne's line out very, very shortly indeed. But that's a good response. Won that puck out well, plucked it out of the air. She's a very capable player, good footballer as well, and as I say, used to, I suppose, taking on the player as well. And here's a chance now for the Daisha Camogie All-Star Niamh Rockett to get her opening score and get the radar working this afternoon. She's 65 metres out. It's a clean enough strike from Niamh. Is it on target? Umpires look at each other and say put up the white flag, so it's a good response for St Anne's from that free, well won by Roisin Kerwin. That's a confident start as well from Niamh Rockett.
Yeah, good start and a good catch from Roisin to get it at centre forward position, and earns a great free, and it's always hard to get your first free over the bar, but Niamh did well there. So, and just what they needed after an early score from Gailltír, so a real forest
of hurleys here underneath us. Just literally, we're almost nearly in the thick of the action here in our commentary position the second game, because we haven't the luxury to stand, unfortunately. It's Annie Fitzgerald, as Derek said, flown back in for this county semi-final. Prods it down the line. Claire White going across to cover there. The vastly experienced Claire, of course, member of the Waterford squad over the last couple of seasons.
On that ball for Gailltír, getting a nudge in the back and not being pulled up on. So
Morrow leaving the play go on. In fairness, he's done a lot of the Camogie games this season, and getting his opportunity here in this county semi-final this afternoon as St Anne's go forward. Looking for the ball there is Ciara Sheehan out in front of her marker there. Her dad John, of course, is doing a lot of work behind the scenes for St Anne's. This time it's Leah Sheridan driving out with the ball. Nowhere to go though, because she's surrounded by a wall of green and red jerseys. That's the green and red of St Anne's. They met last year at the county final. St Anne's will feel they were oh so close to getting victory on that occasion. Very close to the sideline. Kate Lynch takes it on. Great play by Kate. Coming across there is Ciara Sheehan. She gets enough latitude, strikes this ball inside there. It's going to be mopped up inside there by St Anne's. Oh, they were there momentarily but didn't get their hands on the ball. There's a real battle for possession here. And Gailltír trying to get this ball back. There's a real cluster of bodies there. Looks like St Anne's are going to turn this one over. They certainly have possession. That's in the centre of the field there. Roisin Dunphy trying to literally burrow her way out of this one. Coming onto this ball is Sheena Dunphy. Sheena gets it in her hand. She's a very capable player as well. St Anne's have plenty of talent in this team as well. It's with the midfielder Roisin Dunphy again. Back with Sheena Dunphy again, who's wearing 12, Derek, but obviously she plays in that really deep role for St Anne's.
Yeah, ball is breaking back again now for Kate getting on that ball again there, Kate Lynch.
Hefty challenge there, referee leaving this one go. One back by St Anne's though. Owen Morrissey says go on, play on. It's been a good lively opening so far here in at the WIT Arena, and we'll be doing our best to keep an eye on the sunshine, the challenges condition here on the line as well.
Good ball in from Roisin Kerman again there, and playing 11 into full forward. Ball
chance
breaks.
of a goal here, buried in the back of the net. Becky Kavanagh.
Superb finish from Becky Kavanagh.
Brilliant goal there, ball broke inside. She got a crucial goal last year in the county final. She billowed the net in Wilsh Park. She billowed the net here in Carriganore this afternoon. Great response by St Anne's.
Just the answer that they needed, in fairness, after a really good start from De La Salle, but some great work again by Roisin Kerman at 11. Gave in a good ball to Becky and saw a great opportunity and put the ball up in the top corner.
So that makes it 1-1 to a goal. I'm just having a look around here to see if the scoreboard is up, because we've no clock, we've no scoreboard in the second game, so certainly, Derek, we're going to be busy.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of things here today, Gavin. Yeah, so look, I think it's 1-1 to... Yeah,
1-1 to a point to that goal. Yeah,
goal from
and Cork, of course,
early on in the game. So yeah, you've got a long range free now over on the far side of the field on the sideline. I think Kate Lynch is taking that, looking her heads up, or maybe Shauna Fitzgerald into Aoife Fitz. I think maybe there's it.
Drills it down the line. Looks like the news is it. Is it Alicia Forrest is there actually as well? Dangerous one in around the square. Or the keeper there, Megan Ford, and she didn't know too much about that one, but she's a capable goalkeeper.
Full back, yeah, well done.
St Anne's driving out this ball. It's Alicia MacDonald there in the corner. Not a great clearance though, is it by Alicia? Then the second time she throws it up in front of the Gailltír player, but good footballer as well. Tries to literally hoof the ball out there, and very close over in the far overside there, as you'll notice from your pictures as well. We're up here in the top pitch in Carriganore, because the second game they didn't allow two matches on the main pitch this afternoon, which was a decision by, in fairness to the staff of the WT Arena as well. So good to give their facilities, but that's a decision I understand was made early in the morning.
I gather so now, Gavin. Certainly that's what I'm hearing. But I suppose, look, it's just both teams now have to get on with it. It's still the same pitch.
Yeah, same goalpost, Eric, as they say.
The conditions, the underfoot conditions are top class. Kate Lynch is coming through with this ball now from Gailltír. She started very well, very prominently for them, and she'll need to, because she's one of their key players.
Down the line, that's like well taken inside. Oh, beautiful ball inside there by Lana O'Sullivan. Hefty challenge there on Marcy. He's leaving a code up, and it's this time it's Alicia MacDonald who's coming out, and Alicia's won a few balls there. She's a tidy corner back. Attacks that ball, Derek, and pace, and won the free out there. Yeah,
very good. So very much so now. But like what's clear at this stage of the game, it's going to be a very physical battle. Both teams are full on here now, and no quarter asked, no quarter given. And look, it's going to, judging by the first opening 5 minutes, it's going to be a great game, I think.
Yeah, Morrissey's certainly going to have his hands full this afternoon, but no doubt he's well up to that task. There's running repairs to be done by their Alicia MacDonald as we look directly across at her, and this thankfully I suppose the rain isn't here this afternoon. It's a perfect afternoon for Camogie. De La Salle are through, of course, in case you missed the first game. They scored a 4-20 to 1-9 win over Tremor in the opening semi, so they have sealed their final ticket on Saturday the 13th of November. That will be in Welsh Park.
Yep.
Can Gailltír maintain their bid for 3 in a row and get back to that final? I'm sure St Anne's will have a thing or two to say about that. It's St Anne's in the lead. Long ball down top, plucked out here. Brilliant there by Niamh, is it?
Niamh Rocket has the ball, she's on the far side of the field, going down
brilliant
the
work.
Line. A lot of pulling and tearing on her, but she gets
That'll be some score if it goes over. Umpires are looking up at it, and it's gone wide. Would have been super score because she shrugged off challenges there. Maybe ought to been given a free there, but engineered the chance there, just not wide on that occasion, Derek.
Yeah, just a little bit off in fairness, and even if those ones go over, they're bonus points. Maybe might have recycled the ball too, maybe. But
here's Annie Fitzgerald on the ball. I saw her younger.
She's getting involved early on. For a girl that's been away from the stick for a good few years, a good few months at least. She's certainly started very lively, and that's the ball into Alicia Forrester again in the edge of the square.
Free out.
Yeah, Owen Dean in that.
You could see him indicating there was a pull back there. Yeah, in fairness,
that full back line so far has held up pretty well for the goal. You can't fault it for the goal that came from deep out in the middle of the field, but they're done. They've started.
Yeah,
well.
the MacDonald sisters there, Derek, Michelle and Alicia, certainly hurling very well in the opening exchanges. And
I'm just looking at the lineup for. It looks like Clodagh Carroll is playing in the sweeper role at the moment.
Right.
And I think they've moved Kate Lynch gone back centre back, Mark and Roisin Kerman. So they've obviously been afforded that opportunity now to play sweeper. So it looks like St Anne's have brought somebody extra back into their back line maybe.
Yeah. So it is Megan Ford in goal, full back line of Sheena McGuckey and Michelle MacDonald and Alicia MacDonald, Melanie Buck, Claire White and Leah McGrath in the half line, Bevan Bodrin and Roisin Dunphy, Lorna Porca. We'll come back to the forward line in a second as we just follow this play down the line as far as Sheehan, that's Ciara Sheehan getting there ahead of her marker, very close to the sideline, sprays the ball back out. Now there's a bit of space here for Roisin Kerwin, the centre forward for St Anne's. We're right behind this one. It's a mighty strike by Roisin, but it's just gone to the wrong side of the post on that occasion. Puts her hands up on that occasion to acknowledge that the ball was just outside, but she's probably right to have a go there, Derek.
Definitely, yeah. Look, and she started well for her. She's one of the most influential players for St Anne's so far, to be fair. So look, she's on. They have a good player on her in Kate Lynch, so she's doing well to get.
St Anne's have possession back again. They're mounting another attack here. Gailltír calling for steps, so we'll follow the play. It's mopped up inside there. Good play there by Clodagh Carroll, who Derek said seems to be dropping back into that centre back role.
Yeah, she's playing deeper, a little behind. Yeah, great
that's
ball,
well taken out of Claire White there, covering possession there.
Ball is lost, unfortunately. Yeah.
Gailltír back into the attack as they go forward in their familiar navy, the light blue and navy.
On that ball.
St. Anne's trying to get this. You can see there's a lot of rucks in this game so far. That's the way it's going to be. There's no quarter given a rest between these two teams in the second of today's semi-finals. St. Anne's are back in defence. This time O'Mara said there's a free. There's Annie Fitzgerald who seems to be dragged down there. So good, I suppose, at winning that ruck ball, and very, very hard to stop when she goes forward.
Yeah, she's a live wire, you know, and the more ball she sees and gets her form back, I'm sure Gailltír will be hoping that she can get on as much ball as early as possible. So to make that transition back from off the plane. So
yeah, absolutely, which probably takes time as well, you know. As, right now we're watching Aoife Fitzgerald, that familiar style of Aoife, of course, who nailed some crucial frees in last year's championship, as Gailltír completed 3 in a row. And Aoife Fitzgerald nails that one. So opening score for Aoife, and
that brings it back to
1-1 apiece. Yeah.
So
with I'm just going to. I tried to look at it. I'm not sure. Probably about maybe 10 minutes gone, maybe here at the WIT arena.
Yeah, you're around that. So there's Anne Corkin coming onto that ball now from the puck out, but losing it there to Niamh Rocket.
Again, covering every blade of grass. You can hear a good relationship. Yeah. They say herself and Claire too, they know each other so well, they're great friends, and this time playing the 1-2 on this occasion. Becky, of course, got that blistering goal, has a runner off the shoulder, it's Ciara Shane. Ciara going for her opening score, Ciara Shane, that's over the bar. Umpire's a bit hesitant going for the flag, but it's over the bar. Met her dad John coming in, and
superb ruck score,
great score by Ciara.
Claire into Becky Kavanagh, and the score coming off the shoulder, then taking the ball and driving it over the bar. Really good score. So that makes it 1-2 to St. Anne's to 1-1.
Ciara Shane there with that nice score, and
Claire down the centre back position, and it's knocked down.
Claire White doing well again, so good at reading that play. Derek, you know, Claire from the inter-county game.
But this time it's,
Emily Mahoney was there. They're trying to just took her eye off that one, but that sun as well, they're pretty challenging as it is for us, challenging for the players out there as well. As right now we watch Kate Lynch drives this one down the line. Gailltír playing one-touch hurling, just going down the line, straight line hurling as they say. And trying to win that ball back in the far over side. As we said, there's a real cluster of bodies anytime it goes into that Gailltír defence. St. Anne's are trying to pack it. Claire White goes back into the sweeper role as Gailltír go forward. Referee has an advantage here coming, I think, for Gailltír. And yes, O'Morrissey says there was none accruing. It was Emer Welch seemed to be pulled back there. And in fairness, tomorrow there he had the hand up, so he brings it back for the foul.
Definitely, well worked free. It looks like St. Anne's tactic today is to be as tight and aggressive as they possibly can within the rules, obviously, and that's paying dividends so far. They're holding it. What is really good, talented forward line. They're holding them pretty well so far with that approach. So you've got Aoife Fitzgerald taking this free now. It's about 5 or 6 yards in from the far sideline, about 30 yards out. Good clean strike by Aoife. It looks though might well be going wide. The umpire on that side has indicated that it's gone.
She'll be disappointed with that one, because usually the radar is in with Aoife. She's deadly accurate.
But one of their strong points of her game. So quick puck out taken out the field, straight out to the Roisin Dunphy in midfield. Yeah,
getting on a lot of ball early stages, and here is Dunphy again now on the ball, plays the 1-2. She's a very athletic player. St. Anne's are playing this keep ball route, trying to flick it. Maybe are they doing it over anxiously on this occasion, because looks like they may well be turned over. Picking the ball up there is Amida Delaney, who's wearing 13, so she's in a really deep role for St. Anne's. They're not playing too many inside. Now there's a race for possession here.
Sheena Dunphy and Kate Lynch comes out with that ball. It's a really strong player on the ball.
Yeah, brilliant, just comes out with it. And Gailltír go back with it, and just taking her eye off there was Emily Mahoney in the corner. Now has time and just steadies herself, drives it down the line, but there's plenty of jerseys there, or green and red jerseys there. That's the famed green and red of St. Anne's.
Yeah. So you've got, and they've won that dirty ruck again. They seem to be winning all those hard battles at the moment.
Back in the centre, it's
back to Claire White at centre.
Yeah, Claire is winding up. She could go for long when she's
a good look up and gets a quick
she's like really manning that centre back role and staying there. She's not Margot Heffernan there, and a good battle there with Margot using her experience there. Becky Kavanagh just pushing her in the back. Joint captain with Annie Fitz last year, of course. She's an experienced member of this Gailltír full back line, and just doing really well there to engineer that free.
Yeah, and in fairness, Becky was just a little bit over anxious there. Now should have just been more patient and trying to win back the ball. But good delivery in from Claire White at centre back position.
So it's going to be a free out. This free is taken, and St. Anne's trying to cover this ball there. That's good play with the wing back there. That's Hannah Flynn. Or sorry, Leah McGrath, I should say, and back as far as Claire White. You could see Claire, she's not moving to that centre back role.
No, but not.
It's a long delivery.
Into Clodagh Clark, straight back down to Clodagh Carroll, who's sweeping on the other end, and Clodagh comes out with that ball out towards midfield area, heads up, looking across for Anne Corkin on the far side. Anne gets out on that ball. Second involvement in the game, bar the goal, and off she goes again on one of those famous solo runs from Anne Corkin. Straight through the heart of the defence.
Good hefty challenge there. Referee to stay on.
The ball away.
Annie Fitz trying to get on it, Derek, I think it is.
Yeah.
Trying to go forward. She's being urged forward. Can she get room to swing to Hurley?
Yeah, some good defence.
Oh, that's brilliant defending there. You can see the amount of bodies St. Anne's have back there, and looks like they may well have turned this one over. It's on the 13-metre line. Referee O'Morrissey goes in to say, look lads, hang on a second, I'm going to take that ball, I'm going to throw it in on the 21-metre line.
Yep. Yeah, and again, good defenders, as I said, really good defending, patient defending by St. Anne's, and I think that's got to be big part of their game today to try and influence the outcome with the result.
Oh, what a pick-up that was by Ciara O'Sullivan inside there. Does very well. The centre forward got a crucial goal, of course, last year in the county final. Back as far as Kate Lynch. Kate is winding up, going to go for a huge one. She's about 45 metres out. Kate Lynch high up into the air, and it's gone across the face of the goal and wide. It was well engineered, and with that the referee calls for the first half water break. So as we were saying, predicted, Derek, this would be tight and tense and close coming into it, and that's how it's happening to be. And just clarity there from Catherine that it is 1-2 to 1-1 in favour of St. Anne's, but a good opening, still a bit probably settling down stage for both teams, but it's tight and tense.
Yeah, and I think the fact that it's tight and tense that's the reason the score isn't any higher. I know Gailltír probably missed 1 or 2 opportunities there in the last couple of minutes. They'd be disappointed with, but overall it's a very competitive game. It's evenly matched. To be fair to St. Anne's, they seem to have a really, really big appetite here and a hunger to work really hard. So if they can maintain that for the hour, they're going to be right in her, you know. Gailltír probably haven't expressed themselves particularly well yet, but look, there's a long way to go. But it's really entertaining. It's going to be tight and tense.
Absolutely, yeah. And I know that it probably will go down to the wire. Certainly, it's going to make maybe life difficult for some of us that have to get to Barfield at 7 o'clock. But we'll just have to play that by ear. But
well, thankfully, I'm not doing that one with you, Gavin. So
well, you've in fairness, yeah,
relax a bit after this one, hopefully. But yeah, no, look, it's a good game. And
it is, and in fairness, no Morrissey, he's leaving it go to, isn't he?
Yeah, and I think that's what girls are looking for. I mean, they're looking for parity with the men's game now in terms of that physicality in the game. Yeah. And they want it to be a little bit more physical and get the rewards for taking on a defender. And if you get a knock, give them the few seconds to see can they get an advantage out of it. Like, and that's really good refereeing by Owen. And you know, obviously, you don't want to see anything that's beyond outside the rules. But so far, no, a really good competitive game. And I think Gailltír have a good, or St. Anne's to me at the moment have a little bit better game plan that they're following. It's good delivery out of defence. Claire White has been influential there, centre back, with her quality of delivery out of the defence, which is really important for them.
And in fairness, there's a nice crowd as well, Derek, gathered on the bank on the far side, as we can see directly looking across. In fairness, a good crowd in for this second semi-final.
Yeah, I think this was probably the one that was even more expected to be a little bit more competitive. Everybody saw De La Salle winning the first one, maybe not by as much, but everybody were anxiously waiting for this one. You know, there's a lot of tension out there. I think Gailltír probably might be a little bit more tense than St. Anne's, because there seems to be a little bit more nervousness in their game. They've got a Munster final coming up in a few weeks' time from the 2020 Club Championship to look forward to as well. But at the moment,
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that St. Anne's will be really happy with their start, you know.
So we're going to resume here at the WT Arena. It's a perfect afternoon here for hurling, second of the semi-finals here this afternoon. Opening semi won by De La Salle 4-20 to 1-9 against Tramore. Second semi, as mentioned there by Derek, tight and tense so far. Here's St. Anne's from the puck at Sheena Dunphy. We'll bring it at St. Anne's half forward line. It's Niamh Rocket, Roisin Kerwin and Sheena Dunphy. The inside line for St. Anne's, then Meada Delaney, Becky Kavanagh, the goal scorer for the eastern side this afternoon, or for the Cumber side, and Ciara Sheehan at number 15. She's got a point in this opening half so far. So back with the action. Leah Forrest trying to win this ball. Started for Gailltír. They had 3 late changes to the team. Trying to win the possession back there as midfielder. That's Shauna Fitzgerald, very close to the side, and Hurley held there by her challenger there and her marker there, which was Roisin Dunphy. They've had a good duel. In fact, that was Bevan Bodrin who was holding there. Bevan is a capable player as well, having a good duel there with Sean. And that midfield area, good battle so far, isn't it?
Yeah, and Bevan is only a minor again.
That's right,
she's only 16, 17 years of age, like, so up against Shauna, who's obviously a county player now at the moment. And there's some interesting duels there around that field. So Kate and Shauna is a very strong partnership for Gailltír. They need to put the marker down now, I suppose, to drive on this Gailltír performance from midfield. Yeah,
Shauna Fitzgerald trying to get that ball back there, but it's at St. Anne's who have possession here. Ball shipped back outside as far as Roisin Dunphy. Oh, great pressure there. That's a brilliant block there by the wing forward. And Corcoran got that goal for Gailltír earlier on. St. Anne's are clearing this ball. Across the line now, looking for the runner here is Meada Delaney. Comes out for that ball, fails to get in her hand up. And Gailltír trying to win this ball back. St. Anne's few supporters here behind us trying to urge on St. Anne's as well. There's a good crowd in for this second semi-final. Yeah. Gailltír have it. Looks like Shauna Fitzgerald has it back there, Derek, and did I hear a whistle?
Ciara O'Sullivan, I think. There.
Oh, Steps scored tomorrow there. Yeah. Which was, I thought she only had the ball in her hand now, but no, Morrissey bang on cue, he's right on it. So
absolutely, yeah, it looked a bit maybe.
No protesting though from Gailltír, which was
no. It was Emily O'Mahony out there, that far out field, number 2, I think. Yeah, it was interesting, but I suppose you just have to get on with referee's decision in the final.
Yeah, and Niamh there and losing that ball.
Clodagh Carroll playing in that sweeper role, gets a clearance, not a great clearance out, but it breaks. Yeah,
it's a brilliant touch.
Yeah, and Corcoran again are getting on the ball. Case, yeah.
You can see this side, there's space this side, Derek. If Hannah Flynn was making a great run there off picture, but it could well profit because Gailltír go route one. Very close to the side, and Lana O'Sullivan snapshot across the face of the goal now and wide.
Yeah, a little bit anxious now for, I think this is Alana's first year playing in the senior team coming out of minor, so maybe she might have chosen to recycle that ball maybe.
And not too sure here what Morris, there could be a bit of off the ball stuff here there. He's having a quick word there with a couple of players in the far over side there to say, I'll be keeping an eye on that, lads. So yeah, he's taking a firm group of proceedings so far. This puck out is going to come from the St. Anne's goalkeeper. That's Megan Foran, the Stradbally player, of course, plays in goal for Stradbally in the ladies football, and a lot of the Stradbally girls lining out with St. Anne's then in the Camogie as well. Yeah. And Gailltír look like they've overturned this ball again. It's Kate Lynch once again. Yeah,
she's having a
the amount of ball she's got on, Derek, has been.
That ball goes into Aoife Fitzgerald. It looks like
Aoife trying to find Kate again. She has it though. Yeah. Tries to flick it back outside again as far as Lana Sullivan.
Yeah, very dogged, like in 2 in straight away. They're trying to be, making sure create as many rucks as they possibly can, and no better team than St. Anne's to come out of those,
Very close to the sideline on the far over side. I see Kieran O'Toole is the linesman there. St. Anne's driving out with this one, and they have possession. Oh, brilliant block down as well. All the skills in evidence so far today. And I think it's, it is Niamh Rockin on the ball now, Here comes the All-Star, trying to ship by a couple of tackles, still has it, trying to flick it across it, the pass didn't go to hand there, well cut out there by the wing back, that's Leah Sheridan for Gailltír.
Ball into Annie Fitz,
the Barony girls on the attack.
Sheena McGuckin heads up hurling now, and she's looking for a hand pass in,
inside.
Into, looks like...
Lana O'Sullivan, was she fouled? Referee says play on. Or Alicia Forrest was there as well.
Yeah, and that ball broke. Hand pass into her wasn't quite good enough, so it's a ruck again.
And a hot ball, that should probably suit St. Anne's.
Yeah, I think that's definitely part of their game, is they can create as many rucks as possible. After a good play out the field there by Gailltír, that's the first time they started playing a little bit of open hurling.
Yeah, and Annie probably had a chance to elect to score, but she obviously maybe sort of seen the juggler that there was a player in a better position and maybe tried to give it inside, but it didn't work out on that occasion.
Great work there by Ciara, but still ball is cleared out by St. Anne's.
Roisin Dunphy on it again, getting on a huge amount of ball, and off her left hand side.
Towards Niamh Rockin, ball breaks in front of her, kicks it away, a bit of football.
Yeah.
Playing with Brickies, I think, at the moment.
Kirosny Brickies, that's correct, yeah.
So she hits it in, but it's Clodagh Carr. Clodagh was in on her own there again, playing in that sweeper role. She's picking up a lot of loose ball in around there at the moment, and it's really giving Gailltír that bit of comfort in the backline.
Yeah, and there's a touch there for Ciara Jackman, who only can relieve it out as far as Mita Delaney on that far over side on the bank where that crowd are situated here this afternoon. Breaking ball now, who's first reacted. It's Gailltír players are there in numbers. Kate Lynch knows that she has the player off the shoulder. Here's Hannah.
Hannah looks up and gets that ball out to the wing.
Looking for Annie Derrick right here in front of us. Again, she's being policed this afternoon by Sheena McGuckie, and they know each other very well as well.
Definitely, yeah. A low ball into Aoife Fitz in front for that ball. Good defending by St. Anne's again, and looking for that. Yeah, well won by Aoife. She gets
back to Annie, back to her cousin.
Good diagonal ball into the corner, aimed at.
And Corcoran, I think, is there trying to race onto it, is it? Yeah. Off her left hand side, looks good. It's over the bar. Great score by Anne Corcoran. She's Gailltír's. She's 1-1 this afternoon, top scorer Aoife Fitzgerald's got another, and that ties up proceedings at 1-2 apiece as we head towards the final 10 minutes in this half. So, as we said, Derek, nicely balanced. Yeah,
really, and a good play there by Gailltír. Good heads up hurling. Aoife Fitz looking in, or rather, Annie Fitz looking in and getting a great ball into Anne Corcoran, and did the rest then by just...
Now, can St. Anne's respond? Roisin Kerwin would like to think so. So too would Ciara Sheehan. She got a point so far. This one sprays it down the line. Becky Kavanagh having a good duel there with Margot Heffernan. They had a good duel in last year's county final. It's continuing here this afternoon. She goes backwards, back as far as Ciara Jackman. Fast experienced goalkeeper, of course, with Gailltír. Oh, lovely play there by Ciara. Knew then that Hannah Flynn, she's getting an awful lot of space, Derek, literally right on top of where we're in our commentary position for the second game. Evades the first tackle. Ships it inside now as far as wing back. That's Leah Sheridan. Another Gailltír going through the hand passing route, and Clodagh Carroll decides then to go route one, but she only pucks it right down the throat of the St. Anne's defence. That's the wing back Melanie Buck there, who gets the ball, and lovely one touch hurling by St. Anne's. Roisin Dunphy has another player outside. Can they get room to swing this one? Is it over anxious from St. Anne's? Is it overplaying? Now there might be an opportunity for Ciara Sheehan. She's been urged to shoot. She got the pass from Roisin Kerwin, going for her second score of the afternoon. It's over the bar from Ciara Sheehan. Ciara Sheehan is on fire. That's two neat points, Derek.
Super score. Really good patience demonstrated by St. Anne's there, moving that ball into the better position, looking for the best option before they take the shot on. And in fairness, there's a clinical finish there, but some great work and really intelligent play. This is a real humdinger, you know. There's two teams that are very evenly matched so far, and it's point for point so far and goal for goal as it turned out as well. So yeah, really entertaining game. And ball is pucked out again. Ciara Jackman now down, long ball down to the wing. Looks like Alicia Forrest.
Oh, brilliantly taken off her by Claire White. Oh, brilliant by Claire there.
Back from her honeymoon there recently. So
yeah, I would say congrats to Claire on that.
So there's a little bit of afters there. Claire's not happy with that either. So yeah, referee was looking for, or Claire was looking for more than just a the free. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Aoife Fitz been a little bit over. Actually.
Yeah, Alicia Forrest, I think he's the name is, he's
might have been influenced by
the experience. Claire maybe, yeah.
yeah.
I think it was just a warning in the end, was it?
Was it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think so,
enough, probably that's what
it'd be a ticking, yeah, but as I say, yeah.
A bit innocuous.
Claire's
on that free now, 3 yards in the sideline, drives that ball in around the square towards Oisin Kerwin.
Niamh Rocket there is looking for a free there, and in the end Niamh fouls on her way out there. And of course now with winning the free there, you can get on with it quickly. Clodagh Carr not hanging around. Now there's a bit of space here for the Gailltír.
Yeah, Leisha Forrester.
Leisha Warren gets a good clearance in, but slight pressure there by Roisin Dunphy down the line, putting Gailltír back into the attack. That's a brilliant first touch there inside. Gailltír have possession. Ball sprayed across there by Alana O'Sullivan. I haven't seen too much of Alana so far, but she's a capable forward.
Yeah, well capable.
Chip back outside, good vision. Back out to Annie Fitzgerald. She's used to this position. She's used to scoring, and she benefits from that. That's her opening score of the afternoon. Flown back in from this game. Studying abroad, of course, but always proud to wear that Gailltír jersey, and she'd be keen, Derek, to get back into a county final.
Absolutely, yeah. In fairness, that was a good score. Good work by Alana O'Sullivan inside as well. Good distribution of the ball when the shot wasn't on. She recycled it.
1-3 apiece there, thanks to Catherine O'Donnell there, Derek, your fellow selector, who's keeping us up to date here and doing the scoreboard as well.
She's great help all year long, and she didn't see herself doing a job here today now, but we had to rope her in there to.
Absolutely, much appreciated. A team effort, as they say, and Gailltír have it there. They seem to be pushing the back there, but Owen Morrissey's in a better position than we are, and Michelle McDonald can relieve the pressure out as far as Sheena Dunphy now.
Long ball
puts
down
plenty
over
of pace in this. Will it reach Becky Cavan inside? But covering there, as Derek mentioned, so for Clodagh Carr, the amount of ball she's mopped up, very influential for Gailltír right throughout this championship and carrying this form into the knockout stages. Of course, they did get a walkover in their quarter-final.
Here goes Anne Corcoran again, gets that ball off the left-hand side.
And this time,
Claire White this time again.
Both number 6s, in fact, Eric.
Hugely influential,
Oh, and is she caught late? I think she is. She's caught late. It's going to be from where it landed there, and this may well could be a card here as well, because Claire is down, and she's a nurse herself, so I don't think she's going to be able to treat herself on this occasion. But there's going to be the first aid there. Of course, they have Mary O'Loughlin involved in this, Dan Delaney and Martin Allen over there as well. With
Owen is speaking to Annie Fitz there in relation to that tackle. So he's taking a view, I think.
He's pulling aside, is it?
Yeah, Claire's still down the ground, obviously, so she got a bit after she released a good ball into the forward line.
It's actually the midfielder, I think he's speaking to there. Shauna Fitz is actually getting
just chatting with,
and he's indicating that it is going to be a free from where the ball landed. So Owen Morrissey had the hand up and caught late, in fairness to Claire, but just going back to the influence of both 6s there as well, Clodagh Carr and Claire White. I suppose they're two players you don't want to be pucking ball down top, because they'll mop those up all day, won't they?
Yeah, and they've got the experience as well with them. Particularly Claire's got years of it. Clodagh is relatively new to the inter-county scene, but Claire has had it for years, and has that experience. And they're bringing using that experience as well. So we've got a 30-yard free out in front of the goal. Niamh Rocket striking this one, and looks like it's going to go wide, which would be very disappointing for Niamh, because straight in front of the goal, so she won't be a bit happy with that.
She won't be happy with that, but it's all square. There's still plenty to play for in this second semi-final.
Quick puck out from Ciara Jackman, and there's a bit of a dogfight over in the far side.
There is, in fairness,
and a ruck, and I would expect St Anne's might come out with this one, as they have been in the last while.
Very close to the bank where the crowd are situated here in the second semi-final. Who's picking up? Niamh Rocket, very close to the sideline. I don't see a flag up yet. She still has it. Gets in, could be a bit of space here for Gailltír if they can get down over the ball, or St Anne's if they can get down over this ball. Turning and twisting, ball chipped back outside as far as Meader Delaney just took her eye off it at a critical juncture. Now she has time to get over the ball. That's good play there by the teenager. Ships Ciara Sheehan, the pass was overhit there by Meader, and Gailltír could well profit from this.
Gets a good ball in there in front of Alana O'Sullivan.
Claire White recovered from that knock, Derek.
Sweeping across there. Kind of blinded there at the moment, and a great clearance,
great clearance by Claire down the line, but only mopped up here by Hannah Flynn. Momentarily in the hand of Hannah Flynn, because St Anne's recovered this ball. Driven back in by Sheena Dunphy, looking for the run of Niamh. She's on the run off. She took that in her stride first time, but she's been surrounded there, you can see, by a wall of Gailltír players. She's not getting an inch this afternoon. As we said, both these sides, they want to get back to that county final. Gailltír want to hang on to their crown. Picked up once again by Clodagh Carr, that is centre back for Gailltír. Drives down the line, battle for possession here. In fairness, St Anne's equal to those so far, as Melanie Buck goes over and she wins the free there. Owen Morrissey indicating that she got their first nudge in the back. And as you say, St Anne's in defence looking very comfortable. And
there's a bit of afterwards has gone in here as well, I think. It seems like he's gone into his umpires. Owen is travelling in. Well, just while there's a little bit of a break there, very competitive now.
I'm not too sure now.
There's a bit of a bite in this game,
There is a bit, absolutely. And even last year, when you look at it, St Anne's were better up until maybe the last 10 minutes of that. They made a great comeback, and I suppose Aoife Fitz got those few frees, and they really put it up to him. So, and they were hurting coming out of Welsh Park that day.
And if you think about it, they're missing probably one of their best players in Siobhan Harney here. Not being able to play today.
That's right, of course, Siobhan.
Massive player for this team and for the county. And look, just while I have the opportunity to wish her the best with her recovery with the cruciate injury. But like Chevelle out there, like it makes them an even 10% better team, So it's been fair play to St. Anne's so far. I'm really impressed with their attitude.
Yeah, absolutely, and echo those sentiments too, and wishing Chevelle well. Her name, of course, synonymous with GA and Camogie, and it's actually, I think there's one of the guys behind the goal there was causing a bit of bother, maybe interfering with the umpires doing their jobs, which isn't easy too. You want to come in along and do your job without someone kind of in your ear for the whole game,
It's a good move on Owen's part to get people away from behind the goal and let the lads do their job, not to be influenced. So the free's taken in towards Reeve Rocket, ball breaks on the ground. It's Hannah Flynn getting across and being, I thought, maybe fouled.
Oh, there could be a chance here. St. Anne's in goal, and referee says it's a free in. Tackle was a little bit high there, according to Owen Morrissey. Before that, maybe could have been given out, but St. Anne's will be pretty relieved with that one. There's a chance for Niamh Rocket. This should be bread and butter for her, Derek.
Should be, but she's capable of doing something here now as well.
I was just going to say, we should be thinking about maybe the juggler here.
Yeah, maybe if they're not organised enough, I think Gailltír need to organise themselves in the line. Yeah, they've got 4 or 5 in there now. And I suppose Niamh has just missed one, so maybe she wants to put this one over now and make sure to get her back in the zone.
So heading into where there's plenty of cars in that car park on the car park side of Carriganore, and that's number 2 for Niamh Rocket. So St. Anne's shoot back into the lead, 1-4 to 3 points. Confident strike there by the All-Star. She's been doing that all season, in fairness, and right throughout this championship as well. St. Anne's, they want to get back to a county final. They feel they were so close to winning it last year. Gailltír, they want to try and maintain that winning form as Annie Fitzgerald draws that foul on the far over side. Always so good at engineering those frees, winning it well, and she'd want to get on with this one very quickly.
Now,
She's looking for the Leisha Forrest is in there.
Claire White is in there as well. So
they've had a good duel, Derek, in fairness.
They have, strong battle. In fairness, Leisha, a young girl there now against one of the more seasoned players.
And that's a neat score. That's a fantastic response by Leisha Forrest. So 1-4 apiece now. Brilliant score there by the substitute. All action here. It's kind of come to life since the resumption of the first water break here as well at the WIT Arena. So it's 1-4 apiece. That was a confident strike there by Leisha.
Absolutely, and a great puck out there from St. Anne's straight out to Sheena Dunphy, who's fumbling the ball a bit, unfortunately.
Sheena's battling hard there.
Yeah, she gets it up in third attempt maybe, and she gets it away to Roisin Kerwin. Unfortunately, Roisin drops as well, but again,
takes
on the
it
second attempt, gets a good hand pass away.
Oh, lovely hand pass.
Pressure.
Gailltír, Becky, or was Sheena Dunphy took the 1-2, looking for Rocket inside. She's been marked by 2 players there. One of those is Clodagh Carroll, and the player picking it up there is the Gailltír number 16. That's Maeve Sheridan, who looks like she's been introduced as well. So there could have been another late change there. We'll come back to that in a minute.
Ciara Sullivan back out, and Corkin here.
Anne doesn't seem to be actually not moving that well there, Derek. She seems to be carrying that leg.
Well, she's cleared that ball into
over the top, and it's Alicia MacDonald who's covered a lot of ground.
Roisin is coming on
right underneath us. One hand in the hurley, and down the line by Roisin, putting St. Anne's on another attack. This one is going to be mopped up there by Hannah Flynn, putting the pressure on her as Ciara Shane, very close to the sideline there. They get this ball out, and Gailltír are going to clear their lines. Clodagh Carroll bends her back, taking her time over this one. Sidesteps Mita Delaney, and then switches the direction of play across to the far overside. Race for possession here between Ciara O'Sullivan and her marker. Ciara just flicks it there, gets her ahead of Claire White. Lovely one-touch hurling there by Gailltír. Now there's a bit of space inside.
Alana Sullivan gets a hand pass
trying to play it to Annie inside, but you can see Gailltír or St. Anne's have the bodies back there. One of those is Melanie Buck, who's looked very confident, as have all the St. Anne's girls in the defence this afternoon. You'd have to say that. Just bypassed the player there. Mopped up there first time while taking Leah Sheridan. Player loves to attack. Dishes it outside to Kate Lynch. Lovely sidestep there by Lynch. About to be tackled by Roisin Dunphy. Roisin keeping the pressure on, but Lynch gets enough latitude to get this one across the field. As far as Aoife Fitzgerald turns on a sixpence. Aoife, without breaking stride, there's plenty of distance on this one. Has it the accuracy? Batted down inside by Megan Foran. Could be a dangerous one from Megan. But she recovers well and gets a good clearance out down the top of Sheena Dunphy. Trying to go high for this one. Bypasses them all. Picked up by Roisin Dunphy and Owen Morrissey. Yeah, in fairness, no protest there from Roisin.
No, in fairness, she
thought she would. The free is missed there, but she can strike it on the ground, so that she does. She's not hanging around.
Kate Lynch. Kate gets a ball across the field to, looks like Ciara Sullivan on the far side of the field. And
with that, Morrow blows it for half time. I was just going to say a second, getting a score out of that move would have been good, because it was helter skelter there for a while there. And
scores are hard to come by now. The scores are very hard to come by, in fairness to both teams.
So we will get that. And so that is it. Half time here in Carriganore in the second semi-final. The goal, and Corcoran has 1-1 for Gailltír. The St. Anne's goal response there from Becky Kavanagh. Niamh Rocket with 2 scores as well, and Ciara Shane, number 58 quarter forward, has 2. So 1-4 apiece. Yes, you're very welcome back to the WIT Arena. It's half time, second half just about to get underway, and we have the Go Games exhibition going on, which were in fairness, they were in action in the first game too, De La Salle and Tramore, and indeed Gailltír and St. Anne's getting their moment, I suppose, to perform at half time as well, which is a nice gesture by the Waterford Camogie board, Derek.
Definitely, yeah, nice to get it now, in fairness, like, yeah, and we're looking forward now to the second half. Even Stevens at half time, 1-4 apiece, all to play for, and all, you know, the incentive here is a place in the final against a really, really strong De La Salle team. And I suppose if you looked at the performances of both teams here in the first half, both teams would probably struggle against De La Salle now, you'd have to say at the moment, but we're looking forward to the second half. Hopefully it'll open up and we'll see a little more hurling being played. So
Owen Morrissey of Erin's Own, the Ray Tour, is about to get this second half underway. It's 30 minutes to decide who's going to make it to this year's Hooper Dolan Insurance's County Senior Final, which will be played in 2 weeks' time. This day, 2 weeks, that'll be in Welsh Park. Who will be there? Will it be Gailltír? Will it be St. Anne's? Should have the answer maybe in the next 30 minutes or so, or maybe even beyond that, who knows. But St. Anne's straight away back there, rock solid at centre back is Claire White. But just as I say it, commentators curse on Claire because Annie Fitzgerald, you can't, I suppose, overplay with Annie around, lurks in there, intercepts that ball. St. Anne's driving out with this ball, they're looking for a free. Referee says play on, go on, you have the ball. It's Sheena McGuckie and dishes the pass outside there now. There's a nice crowd gathered on the bank, as we said, the far side up here, the top pitch in Carriganore this afternoon. Very close to the sideline there. And the ball's still in play, Derek, because a lot of rucks in this game.
Yeah, really competitive. Like, you know, it's from a spectacle point of view, I suppose it's not going to be very attractive to the punters, but I think it's a really honest effort from both teams. No one wants to give away anything. Yeah, any ball on the ground has been fought for.
So who's going to come away with this one? Looks like St. Anne's having the shape of Sheena Dunphy. Trying to drive forward, just taking off her grasp there. As we said, both teams really going to fight hard for this one as the ball is in there in the centre of the field. Owen Morrissey decides to let this one play on. It breaks to a player in the Blues, and Corcoran has the ball, and see Ciara O'Sullivan there as well, who hasn't been maybe as had the influences she would have liked on this game so far. It's a real cluster of bodies, and St. Anne's coming away with this one. They decide there's enough of that, and the referee indicates again that the ball was not played in the hurley there. I think it was Bevan Boden there was the guilty party, and a lot of it was just having to chat with Owen at half time to say maybe some players, it's how fast they do that, and maybe they're not playing the ball in the hurley and just tapping it, which correctly I suppose is a free, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're not taking the ball out of the hand, they're just tapping it off the hurley. That'll be disappointing from St. Anne's there, because on 2 occasions they had that ball to clear it and they didn't get it away, and they've given away a soft free now to, and it's delivered in front of Lana O'Sullivan. Lovely turn, takes on the corner back and looks back across the field. But
dropped the hurley there, free out over carrying, says Owen Morrissey, bang on cue there, so it's going to be a line ball there, or sorry, a free out to Gailltír.
Yeah, disappointing there from Milana, because she had done everything right up to that point, but just seems to have overcarried the ball, and Owen was quick to blow the whistle. So yeah, and I think there's a few words afterwards as well for a bit of I think Owen is taking a little tick in there for a little bit of opposition. So it's going to be a free out and a chance for Claire to launch this one. She's a mighty puck of the ball, and this time off her right hand side, sprays it across, looking for the runners of Roisin Kerwin. Can she take it? She's had a good duel so far there with the Gailltír defence, and that's a Gailltír player, that's Claire Clodagh Carroll. Yeah, good work. Driving out with that ball, and Claire loves to get forward, but she's had a good duel with Roisin Kerwin. Yeah, that's a good battle there. Like, again, 2 county players there now going toe to toe with each other. Good honest effort. She leaves presents a lovely ball in front of Alana, or Alicia Forrester. Turns
going
back
forward,
in right,
not a clean connection. Oh, barely cut off inside.
Yeah, and if you've got anywhere around Aoife Fitz, if she smells a chance here, she's going to.
Very close to the end line here. Referee banging there. Umpires can bang on cue there as well, trying to decide which way, but it still has it. Gailltír trying to flick this ball back very close to the goal line there. Now out on the 13-metre line. The Gailltír have it. The county champions have it. Ball trying to be dished outside as far as Leisha Forrest is there. Annie Fitzgerald is also lurking around there. Eventually it comes back out as far as Molly Comerford or Kate Lynch, and Kate's shot. The final effort from Kate is gone right and wide there, and she'd be disappointed with that.
Really disappointed, because she had another one there just in the first half, just before half time again in front of the goal. So I suppose, looking fairness to Kate, she's played as a defender for most of her playing days, so not used to being in front of the goal, but a quick puck out taken. And
Roisin has it.
Roisin has a look up, looking the crossfield ball, and it goes back over to
just taking off the hurley there of Roisin Kerwin, and Gailltír could profit from this. Here's Anne Corcoran, 1-1 so far. Oh, brilliant hook there, combination of Claire White and the wing back Melanie Buck got back there, overturning it for St. Anne's, and it is White who drives out with this ball. She wants to get back to another county final. Her clearance though, it's a long one out as far as the far side, as far as Rocket was there. Kate Lynch trying to win it back there, and now Gailltír have a bit of room to swing it. Sorry, that's great vision, spotted that Kate Lynch was loose and she fires it in and she fires this over the bar. That's a super score there by Kate Lynch, who wheels back into her midfield position. Just trying to think, it was Kate Lynch there, Derek, was it?
Kate is on this side of the field. It's here. It might have been Bevan Bode. No, not sorry.
Oh, sorry, I think it was a Shauna Fitzgerald actually, Kate's midfield partner. Yeah, apologies there. The sun here, and we've no benefit of a monitor in the second game as well, so maybe we'll just make an early excuse there to apologise for. But that was Aoife Fitzgerald, Shauna Fitzgerald. We're writing that one down.
Here now, Ciara's playing centre forward, gets an early ball into, lovely ball right in front of Alana O'Sullivan.
Alana takes it well. Scoops it outside, could be a bit of space here for Alicia Forrest. Gets room to swing a brilliant block there. What a textbook defending there by Alicia MacDonald. Back out though, Gailltír could profit. This one is driven back on interest by Kate Lynch, going for her opening score of the afternoon. Kate Lynch, over the bar it goes. The two midfielders have got 2 points in the last 2 minutes. They've come in more into, we said maybe they were a little bit quiet. 2 in a row now for Shauna Fitzgerald, 2 in a row for Gailltír, even Shauna Fitzgerald, and now Kate Lynch. Yeah, and they're turning the screw a little bit now. It's just the start of the second half. Ball is pucked out there towards Roisin, but she's deemed to be fouled by Clodagh Carroll. Yeah, Clodag's not too happy about that decision. So she's remonstrating with Owen, and maybe she wants to be careful. Yeah, she wants to be
forward. Roisin stands over, takes a quick free, drives it down into the corner.
Looking for Becky Kavanagh, of course. They got the goal
in front there again
in the first half.
Looking across the field for a good ball across the
Niamh. Oh, if she took that in her hand, she could have been in. Seems to be fouled. Yes, says the referee. Again, Gailltír have the hands up. I think she went down into her.
Yeah, very lucky that she didn't hold that first ball from a Gailltír perspective, because it was a certain goal.
Brilliant vision from Becky Kavanagh, wasn't it?
Super ball across, Niamh making that run, blind run, and just unfortunately the ball dropped out of her hands, but she managed to recover and then was fouled. So a really straightforward free.
So a chance for St Anne's to reduce the deficit back to the minimum, 1-6 to 1-4. Gailltír with the opening 2 scores of the second half here in the Carriganore sunshine. Niamh Rocket. This is easy. Ball breaks to Kavanagh, flicked inside. Chance of a second goal. It was brilliantly blocked inside there. Ball came back off the upright. Gailltír were quick to react to that. Ciara Jackman, because that ball could have went anywhere, and now Gailltír could clear their lines. I was going writing it down for a point for Niamh, but she must have just miscued it, and now Gailltír could come down. Psychologically that could be a big moment. Bevan Bodran trying to return it for St Anne's. They'll want to get something out of this, but she only drives it down the line. Back down as far as Shauna Fitz.
Clear the ball inbound, going
Alana O'Sullivan getting there out in front of her marker. Leah McGrath trying to win it back for St Anne's. It is the aforementioned Alana who wins it in. Is she gone inside the cover? Referee playing an advantage. She's gone inside. Can she get room to swing this one? Saw that she has a free player. That's Alicia Forrest. Can she fit? Fails to get the ball in her hand. Referee says the advantage is over. So Gailltír won't profit from this, or maybe they will yet. The ball is still in a very dangerous area from St Anne's point of view. Claire White trying to get it out. They'll want to drive out with this ball. Claire trying to literally burrow her way out there. Pressure being put on there by Ciara O'Sullivan, very close to the end line. And eventually Alicia MacDonald says enough of that. I'm going to clear my lines, but only out as far as Aoife Fitz again for Gailltír. Oh, that's brilliant vision. Across as far as Alicia Forrest. Missed one a couple of moments ago. Now it's brilliantly blocked again. A brilliant piece of defending there by Sheena McGuckian.
Yeah, superb.
All the skills here in evidence this afternoon.
White. Ball breaks down towards
she lost it in the sun there for a second.
Roisin is trying to get on that ball, but in fairness, there's a bit of a battle going on there again. That's
a great battle, in fairness, in the surface here, which is...
Clodagh comes through with that ball, drives out with her. Well done, opens the shoulders and manages to get a little bit of a tap on the way, but an innocuous challenge, but some great work done there by Clodagh. But what superb defence out of St Anne's there in the last couple of
textbook
moments.
Defending from...
Really good defending, Alana. Alicia Forrest had a chance, great save. Yeah, really good stuff there, but really dogged effort, and
that was a great moment in play there, because there was blocks, there was hooks, there was bodies put on the line, and it's I'm not sure who it's picked up by Mida.
Just a little bit of a loose hurley there against Clodagh Carroll. I don't think it was intentional, but Owen saw good reason to give it a... So you've got Aoife Fitz coming out now, 40 yards out in front of the goal. Yeah, right in front of our commentary position. Makes a clean enough connection with it, and that's a brilliant strike by Aoife Fitzgerald. It's her second of the afternoon for the full forward. She's a real go-to player in this Gailltír attack, and be it hurling or football, free taking as well is certainly something that she has in her locker. And now Gailltír have a 3-point lead, Eric. Yeah, and ball popped out now towards that 3-point lead. Is a lot in this particular game, because it's been so close point for point. So the ball is popped in towards, coming in back inbound towards Claire White, who's had an outstanding game for St Anne's. Clears the ball down the field out. Now here's Roisin Kerwin. They've had a great, that's one of the big jewels this afternoon. We predicted coming into it. So far it's transpired to be a good one. Roisin Kerwin getting top of it. This one sprays it across the line. Now there could be a bit of space for Mida Delaney. Here she spots her. Ball inside again. It's going to be overcooked though on that occasion. Roisin Dunphy peeled away in a good position, but as well mopped up there by Aoife Fitzgerald. Referee says no advantage accruing even, I should say. Shauna Fitzgerald was back there as well, and that's
going to be a free out, so plenty of relief there. That you could see the idea there. Roisin Dunphy, she was peeling away into space with just not enough pace on the pass to get across.
And it was a little bit of she just heads up. If she was heads up a bit sooner, could have got away an earlier ball. There was an opportunity for St. Anne's. Alana O'Sullivan has really come into this game now for Gailltír. In fairness, she
sprays it down the line as far as Anne Corcoran.
Off the left hand, strikes on the
1-1 so far. Can she make it 1-2? Oh, it's gone wide, went across the face of the goal. She's a capable finisher, in fairness. Always works fierce hard, and she'd be disappointed, but I suppose a player of her calibre will be disappointed with that, Derek.
Yeah, look, I mean, in fairness, she has 1-1 on the board, but she'd be disappointed not to get that one over. Probably one of her easier chances, but look, that's just to demonstrate how tight the game is. Like, so St. Anne's on the attack again now from that puck out. I think it's Roisin Dunphy running through from the centre, gets an early ball in towards Becky. Becky Kavanagh is struggling there a little bit. Yeah,
Margot Heffernan in front again, and it's another big duel here this afternoon. Yeah. But St. Anne's trying to retrieve that.
Rocket is coming out on that
right player on it, I suppose, from St. Anne's point of view. And again, that loose hurley Nevis, but she's doing well. She's well able to engineer those frees and go down and just got the free there.
I think what they need though is probably needs to be on more open ball. In fairness to Gailltír, they're not giving her time on the ball, and there's usually one or two on top there, just if the first tackle doesn't get in there, there's somebody else coming behind.
She's been well policed this afternoon. They need this one now, Derek, I suppose, from St. Anne's point of view.
I think so, with that gap that's starting to open up on the scoreboard, they do. She
so
strikes off the left.
That's a good look at the goal. Umpires nod to each other. I think Keith Singh put up the white flag.
Certainly has made up for the last one. That was a difficult free. She'll just be disappointed knowing the player that she is and the person she is. She'll be disappointed with the one she missed.
It looks like we have a change as well, Derek, on the far overside, which certainly another task that's going to be hard for us, the subs over on that far overside as well, but we'll try and bring you that as we...
coming in here now, we'll have a look and try and get the information out as soon as we can. So there is definitely a change. I think it's 18 coming in for...
Molly Comerford, it looks like, for Gailltír, Derek, is it?
Yeah.
Alicia Forrest, I see, going off on the far side. So,
Molly looked like number 18.
In fairness to Alicia, she worked really hard. There's also a change on the St. Anne's team. It's Mida Delaney, I think, is making off. She picked up that yellow card. And it looks like we have possibly, it could be Teo Behan, I think, coming in. Teo actually is very capable. She actually started last year's county final wing forward for St. Anne's. So very good footballer as well with Stradbally, and she's a very good, capable Camogie player as well. So she's into the action, plenty of pace. And I'm sure she'll test that St. Anne's defence here. She is on the ball straight away.
Been tackled by Kate.
Great tackle.
Kate Lynch, getting that knock on the ball. And you've got some great work going on there now.
Gailltír trying to win this. Was there a tug back there? It's Maeve Sheridan. It seems to be also introduced.
Knocks the ball inside and a great ball in, early ball in around the square is going to create havoc. Could break.
Well cut off inside there by Michelle MacDonald. That's good play by the full back, but she fails to get in her hand. But eventually gets it. That's good play by Michelle there. Good play by the full back.
The clearance isn't great though. Falls. Looks like it's going to go to Gailltír player. No. In fairness, St. Anne's are winning those rucks all day long. So. Ball on the ground again here, about 6 or 7 girls in trying to win that between them.
Literally right on that 45-metre line there, Derek. Morrissey leaving a play on for a second. It's a 2-point game here. It's the county champions Gailltír just edging it here, and it's Gailltír in possession.
By
ball shipped back out.
Kate Lynch gets a good crossfield ball over to Shauna Fitz. We think a little tap ball in to the sub.
Molly Comerford has it now, Derek.
And she's
coming back for the free, I think.
Owen's giving her advantage. So, Claire White is looking at him, wondering what's going on there.
She's pretty bemused. Look at her face. And in fairness to Molly, she's looked razor sharp since she's come on, engineered that free. In fairness, referee had the hand open. She got the shot off White, so he's coming back for the free.
And I think what I saw there now for the first time in a long time is a little bit of discipline in the distribution of the ball from Gailltír. They're moving the ball in little triangles, trying to create that opportunity. And Molly got the chance. In fairness, she was fouled straight away. So, a little bit more patience on the ball seen there from Gailltír, and a bit of an influence from Ciara O'Sullivan starting to come into the game as well, which they'll want to see.
Aoife Fitzgerald to restore that 3-point lead for Gailltír. You could be writing down those ones a bit like Bet Carton, I suppose, in the earlier game there when it comes to frees, and I suppose particularly at this time of the year as well. Have an important free taker, Derek, is crucial, isn't it?
She's exceptional in front of the goal, with a great ball and a great catch from the puck out by Niamh Rocket, and drives the ball on in. Now it's Becky Kavanagh
one-on-one inside. If she can get there, Margot Heffernan goes high. Becky trying to get on the end of this one, but Margot there using her experience there to just win that ball and drive out with it. Then good intelligent use of the hand pass, knowing that there was players there. Now there's a chance to get this ball out as far as Emily Mahoney. He was on this side, but Clodagh Carroll decides to go. I'll go down the centre and switch the direction of the play. Niamh Rocket trying to win it back for St. Anne's.
A little bit hard there now. I thought she might have got free, but on the side. No, ball is won again by
Molly Comerford for Gailltír down the line, looking, as you said, for Alana O'Sullivan. Derek has looked sharp, but she's been policed so far by Hannah Flynn, by Leah McGrath.
She's turned her this time.
Great tackle by Leah. Brilliant defending there, and Alicia MacDonald, the St. Anne's captain, trying to retrieve the situation for the St. Anne's defence there, who've worked tirelessly hard this afternoon. There's been a lot of these rucks and duels, as we said, as county semi-final. Both sides want to get to that big day in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah,
And
free in, so
Claire White there, I think the guilty party.
One of the girls, one of the St. Anne's players, deemed to have picked the ball off the ground, I'd say. So he's
in fairness to Owen, he was right up at the play there, so he's obviously closer to it, I suppose, Derek, than where we are here. And this is a chance for Gailltír to push 4 points in front.
Yeah, and look, in the context of the game that we have in front of us, that's a massive gap. Because like every score has been earned here now, it's not like the previous game, that little bit easier scores for Waterford de la Salle, but this is going to create quite a problem for St. Anne's going forward, because when you get beyond 4 points, you're talking that the opposition really needs to get a goal to get back into the game,
And speaking of 4 points, that's a 4 point for Aoife Fitzgerald this afternoon. As we said, deadly accurate in front of the post, so it's Gailltír by 4. County champions in control, but St. Anne's won't give up the ghost. They're a battle-hardened team. They've had another great run. They've been really competitive in a lot of the championships over the last couple of seasons, but that ball from Roisin Kerwin there was cut off too easily from her point of view, and St. Anne's going to retrieve the situation. Leah McGrath trying to get down over the ball there.
Won by Lana O'Sullivan again, doing good work there. Back out to Aoife Fitzgerald, who gets the ball back onto the 21.
That's great vision. Molly Comerford. She's on the field, only a couple of minutes, and now she's on the score sheet. Molly Comerford. Brilliant score there. That's 2. Alicia Forrest was a starter, of course, listed as a substitute. She started. Molly Comerford is on, and now all of a sudden the gap is 5 here in Carriganore. Battle for possession here, right literally in front of our commentary position. We're nearly in top of the play here ourselves for the second game here this afternoon. Owen Morrissey indicates there that's a foul on Roisin Kerwin. So
good work for Roisin again there.
Owen Morrissey just telling the Gailltír players to Kate Lynch just make sure that she's back the record distance in as far as Becky. Can she get there ahead of Margot Heffern? That's Becky Kavanagh. Tight enough angle, but it's a poor strike. Only into the waiting arms of Ciara Jackman. She'll mop those ones up all day, and a good relieving clearance for the county champions. Down top as far as Ciara O'Sullivan trying to gain this one. Hurley, in fairness, he said it was dropped, so just play on. Back as far as Kate Lynch, driven back in with interest. Alana O'Sullivan with 1-on-1 inside. She was isolated inside with Sheena McGuckie, and if she got her hands on that ball, or with Leah McGrath, it's Leah winning this duel. In fairness, she's hurled a lot of ball outside as far as Bevan Bowden trying to get on this ball, as Derek said. Young player, but Hannah Flynn, that's well read.
Yeah, superb.
Back with Sheena McGuckie and the crowd making a bit of noise there in the bank of that far overside, and as the sun begins to descend here in that Carriganore. Ball down the line.
Unfortunately, ball straight down to, looks like Shauna Fitzgerald in that.
Yeah, Shauna, she's hurled a lot. In fairness, herself and Kate they've probably come out on top in that midfield duel, Derek.
Yeah, they're experienced county players, to be fair to them, they know what it's about. So it's a good ball into man Corcoran, into that Molly, I think, is it again?
It is Molly Comerford.
Off her left this time. She looks, the umpire unfortunately is waving this one wide, so there might have been a pass on from Molly, maybe across, but she chose to take the shot, and we're just going into that water break now, the second half water break. So really dominant 6 to 7 minutes from Gailltír, and in that period of time they've opened up a 4 or 5 point. It's a 5 point gap.
Yeah, 110 to 1-5, Derek, at the second half water break, and as you said, Gailltír, they've just probably upped the ante over the last couple of minutes, and introducing Molly Comerford has looked razor sharp since she's come on. Aoife Fitzgerald, I suppose, from those frees, looking confident as well, and as you say, those two midfielders, those two scores from Kate Lynch and Shauna Fitzgerald, push the gap out to kind of 3, and Gailltír, I suppose that's what champions do, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, and even not only just scoring those few points, but their influence on the game around the middle has stepped up big time. That's what you need, and a lot of games now are won from that middle third in there, that winning the dirty ball. Balls that St. Anne's were winning every one of them in the first half. Gailltír seem to be getting a few of them now in the second half, so that'll concern St. Anne's. But I think we're heading into the space now where St. Anne needs to get a quick couple of points or else a goal to get back into this game,
So the teams in their huddle, and at this water break looks like they're going to continue for the rest of the 2021 season anyway, Derek. We'll see him in 2022 from an inter-county management point of view. What did you make him during the last period?
It's new, relatively new, I suppose, even though we have nearly a year of it at this stage. But I'm not a big fan of it now, to be honest with you. Look, I think I'd like to go back to the norm as soon as possible, get it back to the normal 30-minute halves without the breaks, and particularly in the winter time. I'm not sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look, the evidence there now is that they've served teams that are coming from behind. More so they've served the team that is in dominant at that time.
And let's be honest, it is a tactical moment as well, isn't it? It's not whatever about the water part of it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, we can all
when you see the boards coming out, Derek.
We can all recall the view seeing Limerick
Paul Kinnerk, wasn't it?
Paul Kinnerk coming out with this board, and that set the tone for this thing for everybody else to start doing it. But do you know something, Gavin? If it only was that 10 or 20 seconds or 30 seconds, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But it's, in some referees and some guys are leaving run a minute and a half. Maybe they might be using the opportunity to get a rest.
Absolutely. Themselves maybe,
yeah, but look, if it was just regular, if it was patrol a little bit better, I wouldn't be totally opposed to it. But I think, look, it'd be nice to see it gone now going forward. Like, hopefully, if we can. But it is there for a good reason, obviously with COVID and all that stuff. Like, and you know, hopefully we'll see the end of that soon. But yeah, just looking at the influence here now of Alana O'Sullivan, I think in the corner there in the last 6 or 7 minutes too has helped Gailltír with that option to go into that corner. She's won a good few balls in there, so.
Yeah. So De La Salle are there. I see the De La Salle girls are still gathered over there on the far side, so they're obviously they have their copybooks out, Derek, taking a few notes.
Yeah, I'm sure John Milana's up there probably as well somewhere, or they're after having their debriefing after their own win, I'd say. And just sometimes it's a worry when you get it, when you look at the opposing teams, like you might get a false sense of security. So a lot of clubs and teams will just decide to go away and not even watch the game, you know. But yeah, look, at the moment, like you can see the champions coming through here now. At the moment, their form has picked up, and in fairness, they've had a bit of a strange run in the league so far. Like, you know, they haven't been as dominant as they were last year, but that's probably because other teams are starting to catch up a bit, you know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, look, they're there now.
It's a 5-point game.
It's
so
their game to lose now at this stage, like 5-point lead with 15 minutes to go.
It is, and they've upped it in fairness. I suppose Annie Fitzgerald is back, and they're bringing her back for, you know, they're content in trying to make it 4 in a row, and I suppose have another rattle at Munster, which of course they'll have the 2020 Munster Championship coming up in a few weeks. And here's Ciara O'Sullivan on the ball. Gailltír will want to put this one to bed early on, even as we resume here in Carriganore. Alana O'Sullivan back as far as Annie Fitzgerald. Can she get the ball in her hands? Just take it off her there. St. Anne's, that defence, in fairness, that defensive unit have worked their socks off all afternoon. It's back with Kate. Kate has it. Lovely balance and control, just as I say it, nearly taken off her. Now there's a bit of space for Alana O'Sullivan, yet to score this afternoon. Is this the moment where she opens her account? Alana O'Sullivan, over the bar it goes. Beautiful score. Got some room. She's been threatening all afternoon, Derek. Now she has her name on the score sheet.
I was just talking about it there a moment ago. She's had a major influence in the last quarter of the game, and she started this quarter now with the same intent. But again, good work from Kate, being patient on the ball and getting the pass away to Alana.
So Gailltír have it back. Here's Leah Sheridan getting on an awful lot of ball for Gailltír, hurling this one well across, but picked up by her opposite number 5. That's Melanie Buck for St. Anne's, but she just took her eye off it there, and Gailltír could well overturn this one again. Back to Anne Corcoran, just went too far there. St. Anne's supporters, a few of them here behind us, trying to urge on their colleagues. They won't give up the ghost. Neil White's side, of course.
Good hook again there now by Molly Comerford on ball.
Claire White trying to pick it up there, Derek. I think there's a cluster of bodies there. You can see
yet another ruck.
Yeah, it's been that type of game where it's, in fairness, both sets of sides, as I said, they want to get to that county final. St. Anne's trying to get the ball down the field first of all and try and maybe.
Molly Comerford again, just winning that break.
They're pleading for steps. Claire White goes in there to try and shield her body and get over this ball. Battle for possession here. It's St. Anne or Gailltír who pick it up. They're going forward, driven down the line there, and that's a tackle there by Alicia McDonald, the corner back. But that's Gailltír with possession. Annie Fitzgerald, and she's penalised for. Not sure is it dropping to her, was the ball thrown, Derek, but Morrissey says free out. Yeah,
after some good work now, in fairness. Shauna Fitz is coming into it there again. Just that dominance of their midfield, in fairness, like they just keep taking control of this game now around the middle, and some runs then from Corcoran. But
we have another substitute gone in there as well, Derek, for St. Anne's. It looks like Leisha Dunbar has come in there, and it looks like I think it's actually Sheena McGuckian who's gone off there on the far side, I believe. So not too sure whether that was maybe because she carrying a knock, or did she get a knock, but I'm just double checking. I'm not too sure. Is it Sheena? But I
thought Sheena was doing a decent enough job on Corcoran as best she could. You know, she's a bit of a mismatch in terms of height, but Sheena won't be found wanting in terms of effort and honesty. You know,
certainly not. Now, battle for possession here, and that's a free to St. Anne's, says Owen Morrissey, and just moves on very quickly, says get out of my way. It was Bevan Bodrin who won that free. In fairness to Bevan, she's a young player. Haven't really seen maybe as much of her as she would maybe have liked, hasn't her? It's just maybe found it a little bit difficult today, but
look, as I said earlier,
she's learning, I suppose.
Yeah, and she's up against 2 good players, you know, 2 county players, and Bevan is learning her trade as a young girl, coming through off the minor setup. She's a young girl, like she's available for senior into county next year, you know, but learning her trade, and no better place to learn it than against a team like Gailltír.
Niamh Rocket
play a big role out midfield.
Gets this ball in. Teo B into the battle harder. The substitute introduced for St. Anne's in the second half, a player with plenty of pace, but hasn't got on a lot of ball. It's Gailltír. All the play has been down their side of the field last couple of minutes, and Teo, she tried to get possession there, just kicks it out over the end line, so that'll do very nicely. And Ciara Jackman will be in no hurry with this one, Derek.
No. Ciara's again an inter-county player playing on the junior line in goal on the junior team last year. Well capable of playing out the field as well, to be fair. Showing a bit of composure. Ball is plucked out towards Niamh Rocket.
Lovely control there by Claire.
Looks up. Where's it going
now? There's a bit of space.
Yeah, can they make something of this now?
Sheena Dunphy.
There's an overlap there. She knocks it in towards Becky Gavin, and there's that battle has gone on all the time in there.
And it's Margot Heffernan and
Margot
Hughes,
comes
and
out
she's
very
been brilliant.
strongly, yeah.
And
Gets
then
the ball
all of us
away.
knows that
Kate
Kate Lynch and players are there. That's a huge relieving clearance by Kate down the line, down as far as Annie Fitzgerald. Oh, brilliantly taken there by Annie. She's going forward, tested, fibre the jersey, well tested there by Leisha Dunbar. Annie can finish this one. This one lobbed in. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. And cleared out the field, and
possibly the better decision from Manny there would have been to leave it into.
I'm not too sure, because I thought maybe Omar, but maybe he sent them the advantage. It only lasts a few seconds, so he says your advantage was to try and put the ball over the bar, which unfortunately from Manny's point of view she didn't on that occasion, but Gailltír could well still profit, and Corcoran would like to get another. Oh, she just took her eye off it there. The ball is flicked inside. Aoife Fitz trying to get her hands on the ball there. St Anne's are back there in numbers too, and Corcoran has it in her hand again though. Lovely balance and control. Knows that there's a player outside. Back as far as Aoife Fitzgerald, Shauna Fitzgerald that is. Back inside now as far as Kate Lynch, who tried to, there's a snapshot there from, in fact it was Maeve Sheridan there, the number 16 who's also been introduced for Gailltír. St Anne's trying to walk the ball out of defence, they're overplaying it and they're going to be punished because you can't be giving the ball away to Shauna Fitzgerald, or Aoife Fitz, sorry, Derek, on that occasion.
Shauna gave the pass away in fairness to Gavin, she won a great ball back and got the pass away to Aoife, who's clinical.
Fifth of the afternoon for Aoife.
Yeah, first in play I think was it.
Great clearance up the line there by Roisin Dunphy, and referee stops.
Niamh Rocket is down over and there with a hand injury she might have just picked up there.
So Niamh is down there. Let's hope that's not too serious. But Kieran O'Toole there, the linesman, just goes in to have a chat with two of the players there, just to make sure everything's in order. I know that he go in for a jog just to keep himself warm, maybe, because
he's probably
things
doing
again.
a game now later on tonight. Maybe he's somewhere up in Dungarvan. Like yourselves, I'd say he could be travelling in the
sure he'll have that
TV bus. I'd say
fourth official board maybe or something. Who knows? But we are just for Frahar tonight. The quarter-finals continuing in the football. Big win as well for Rathcormac earlier on over Kilmac Thomas. So they're into the last four, and Gailltír, they won in the senior football last night. Looks like their Camogie team are going to be into another county final. So certainly the Barony bandwagon, I suppose, Derek, looks like it's going to go on for another few weeks.
Absolutely, yeah. Look, I mean, in fairness, like, I mean, when you talk about Gailltír, you talk about you know, the region that they have and the pick they have. It's very similar to you know, their hurling counterparts. So like, a massive area to pick from. And look, but that doesn't guarantee you success. It takes hard work and a lot of work, and they have been doing that over the last. They've been setting the standards here in Waterford for a good few years, and they're going to be in the final here now, bar a complete collapse on their part, which I don't see coming. They're dominant in the critical areas at full back, in fairness. The battle there was between Becky Kavanagh and Margot Heffernan has been immense in there, and all the other central positions, like at the moment Gailltír are coming out on top in those.
So ball was stopped from there, it's resumed so, and Kate Lynch gets on with it very quickly as Owen Morrissey threw in that ball, putting Gailltír back on the attack there. Looking good so far as we head into the final furlong of this county semi-final, coming to you live from the WRT Arena. Ball very close to the sideline, it's gone out over the sideline, literally nearly on top of the camera there. And Kieran O'Toole just indicating there that it was off the Gailltír hurley, so it's going to be taken by Bevan Bodrin. Oh, well, not a great connection by Bevan though. Kate Lynch going forward there. Gets the shot in, but Kate just stepped over the sideline there, so it's going to be a line ball for St Anne's, and nearly right up on top of us there, Derek.
Yeah, I think maybe Kate was looking for a free there, might have got one another day, you know, physical tackle there, but she just gets on with it. She does, like, really dominant and committed hurler. So it's a sideline ball for St Anne's, literally in front of the camera here.
Yeah, so Roisin Dunphy, right in front of her. Oh, didn't make any connection, doesn't make a clean one, not the second time.
Knocked back by Ciara O'Sullivan, so it looks like, going to go Ciara's way. No.
All of a sudden, we're just talking about Tuller there, all of a sudden he got 3 9 balls in a row.
Yeah, he's been getting busy. Yeah.
So
Kate Lynch on this sideline, in front of us on the 40, looking up. And gets that ball away.
And Corcoran trying to get hands on it. Looks like St Anne's are over this ball. That's Leah McGrath trying to win it back there. Good battle for possession here, right underneath our commentary position here. Roisin Kerwin evading that block there, gets it down the line for St Anne's. Ball prodded forward. Here's Teo Bean trying to win it for the team who, of course, reached the county final last year, being urged on there. Roisin Kerwin has it. Niamh looked for possession there, but
some good play there.
That's brilliantly read there by Gailltír.
And Corcoran gets the ball in the hand and will be one of those. Yeah, Claire is just forcing her to hit it rather than carry the ball, which she likes to do. Now you've got Molly, I think.
Molly Comerford, yeah. She's looked razor sharp since she's come on. She's got 1 point so far. Could she be thinking about a second? Decides to go solo. And why not when you have the confidence to go for it? Super score. Second for Molly Comerford. Gailltír beginning to pull away here, Derek. And certainly now at this stage they've 1 foot in the county final.
Yeah, superb. And looking at Molly there and 1 or 2 substitutions that Gailltír made, they'll be asking questions. Like, they'll certainly be making the selection team think about who's going to start this county final, because she's been really influential since she came into the game. Clodagh Carroll on the ball. Looks the ball in low.
That's brilliant from Clodagh again. And the use of the ball, Derek, as well.
And Alana Sullivan, very direct.
Here's Annie Fitz.
Oh, Annie this time, yeah, sorry.
Going
Annie Fitz,
forward, can she? Oh, brilliant hook there. Fairness, great discipline defending. Melanie Buck there, overturning that ball. Super to play, defending there by the St. Anne's number 5. And this ball is down the line as far as Roisin Kerwin. Very close to the sideline here. But ball still in play. Here's Roisin looking for options. St. Anne's, they have to throw everything at this now in the final furlong here. Claire White decides to go along, looking for Becky Cavan inside.
Yeah,
and Corcoran trying to. It looks like Anna's going to win this race, Derek.
Anna's had a great game there at full back. She's been.
Oh, sorry, Margot. It's Margot Heffernan.
Sorry, yeah, she's been really composed there, and it's been a great battle. To be fair to
it has been a great battle. In fairness, Roisin Kerwin just missing the bat there. Could be picked up here. It is going to be picked up by Ciara Sullivan. Good play by Ciara. She hasn't scored so far, but done a lot of work on the 40.
A good intelligent ball across to Lana, who fumbles it unfortunately for Gailltír, and it's Claire White. The experienced Claire comes out and wins that one. It's gone off and won a little solo run down the field.
Yeah, she's taken off. Claire going forward now, looking for options.
In the corner.
Beautiful ball, Ciara Shane. She's been quite in the second half. She's got 2 points in the first half, but in fairness, Gailltír, they've put the pressure on. They've had their homework done. They've obviously had their chat there at half time.
Yeah, Hannah Flynn has tightened things up over in that corner, in fairness. So, yeah. Number 7, yeah, so that's really good play there by Leah McGrath.
Yeah, she's heard really well for St. Anne's.
Well, yeah.
Down the line is for Sheena Dunphy. Oh, that's a brilliant vision.
Great run from Roisin, but the ball slips away from her. And Corcoran is ready for the tackle. So off Roisin goes.
Roisin Dunphy has slit her glute to the hurley and tracking her every step of the way. Brilliant tackle there. That's a brilliant piece of defending there. She's able to score at one end, and Anne Corcoran there coming back down. That's what I suppose champions do. And Gailltír, they want to get back to another county final. They want to keep that bid for 4 in a row life. Niamh Rocket will want to stop that. Going in goal, takes a shot. Oh, brilliantly equal to it there. It's Ciara Jackman. She didn't get enough, I suppose, venom in the shot there, Derek, but it was a moment. They needed that to go in.
Definitely, and it had goal written all over it, especially with the girl that had the ball, but unfortunately the strike wasn't as clinical. Yeah, and made it a little bit easier for Ciara to control it. So, ball gone down the other side of the field. Shauna Fitz gets the ball.
Gailltír have an advantage, and they make it count there. That's a super score there by Shauna Fitzgerald. Fairness to Morrissey, was going to come back for free. Good advantage applied there, and Shauna Fitzgerald gets her second of the half. She's worked really hard.
Really good score from Shauna there, and that's what you want. Like when maybe goal opportunities at the far end of the field, and Gailltír come down and punish that then down here with a point. So Roisin and got to Ciara Sullivan on this ball. Ciara's really come into the game in the last quarter. Heads up hurling, looking across for Alana Sullivan.
Oh, seemed to be a chop down there. I fed that here, Aoife Fitz.
Passes over to Kate Lynch, then time on the ball, not a good strike though, and towards.
Well gathered by Megan Foran inside. She's a good football goalie. She's equally good at the Camogie.
Straight out the field towards Shauna. Good work there by Roisin Kerwin.
It's a hefty challenge there, but the referee decides to wave play on, and
Dolan has done that all day long, and it has worked to his advantage.
Yeah, in fairness, he's handled it very well, to be fair to him.
It's a tough game. That's what you want out there, And these rucks are creating happening again. So Shauna Fitz again on the ball.
Molly Comerford again, it looks like, is this? Yeah, definitely foul there. And referee acknowledging that, and there was the Gailltír, or the St. Anne's fullback there, Michelle MacDonald, who's in fairness, she's tried really hard this afternoon, but Molly Comerford again, 2 points upon her introduction. Not afraid to run at defences, and she'd certainly cause a few headaches for Orla Murphy and her management team.
Absolutely, look, I mean, she's really stormed into the game, second half particularly, getting on ball, winning ball, and earning frees or getting a score, that's all you can do. Very similar to the style of Alana McNulty actually in the De La Salle game, just running at the defender. And
that ball has gone
wide.
Gone wide, on that occasion. It was a rare miss there on the part of Aoife Fitzgerald. She's got 5 points this afternoon. But Gailltír, as I said, they're nearly there. They're nearly into another county final as players battle for position right underneath the commentary position here in the WRT arena. Kate Lynch, well taken, working hard, so hard all day. In fairness, Bevan both are doing likewise for St. Anne's, but they just in the second half, Gailltír have upped the ante. It was level at half time, but Gailltír decided to just up the pace and said, look, we're not going to relinquish that crown too easy. And that's illustrated here as they go forward again. Derek, we're looking at Molly Comerford again, but this one is taken off her there by Leah McGrath, who's got on an awful lot of ball for St. Anne's this afternoon. But just as we say it though, Gailltír have it back, mounting another attack, looking for Aoife Fitz. It's Anne Corcoran inside. They can finish with a flourish. Anne Corcoran!
What's he given? It's 65. It's 45. I think they give it him.
Side netting, well blocked there. And great goalkeeping by Megan Foran.
I think it was touched by Megan.
So it's out for a line ball, or sorry, for a 45.
That's what Aoife Fitzgerald to take this one.
She'll be hoping to get her 6th of the afternoon. Here in Carriganore, of course, earlier on, victory for De La Salle, in case you didn't hear, 420 to 1-9 winners over Tremora. Hat-trick there for Bet Carton, and that was one of 3-8 she got. Abby Flynn scored 1-8 in a real tour de force from De La Salle earlier on. Who would they face in the final? It's looking like Gailltír. Aoife Fitzgerald would like to think so, because she's nailed this 45. Number 6 for the full forward. And as you say, inside anything inside that 45-metre line, Aoife Fitzgerald, 9 times out of 10, Derek, you're right. You're writing those down.
She's really consistent on the frees. It's one of her really good, strong qualities in her game. Serious hurler, lovely stick work. But as I said, really good on the dead ball. And you've got Niamh Rocket passing the ball now to Roisin Kerwin there. Owen's given an advantage here. Ball is passed back out to Roisin Kerwin. She looks across, bang the ball in towards Becky at full forward. Can she get the better?
She's inside the cover this time. Can she get the ball in her hand? No,
and there's enough defenders.
And it's Gailltír there, yeah. It's Hannah Flynn again. Once again, there. In fairness, both number 7s actually, Leah McGrath and Hannah Flynn. They've been immense for their respective teams this afternoon. It's Hannah coming out this one. Decides to let fly in the ground there. Aoife Fitzgerald, or Shauna Fitz back there as well. The Fitzgerald name, of course, synonymous when it comes to Gailltír. Camogie, and referee says this time,
overcarrying, I think, against
overcarrying or 3 catches. I'd be surprised if it was 3 catches, was it? Maybe it was,
But I think you're right about the 7s.
Sometimes
7s are good. Hannah was on the junior team this year. She came into the senior panel later on in the year and really impressed us. Like, really good, intelligent player and driven. So she's bringing all that out here again today now. Fair play to her. So
here's Niamh Rocket standing over this one. It's a clean connection by Niamh. She's not going to give up the goal. So it's number 4 for Niamh Rocket as we take into the final few moments. So 1-6 to 1-15. I suppose at this, probably maybe looking at it going into predictions beforehand, Derek, you'd probably think it would be a lot closer coming down at this stage of the game, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, I think, look, the first quarter we were really looking forward to. I was really simple, this is going to go down to the wire, genuinely thought it would. But just in fairness to Gailltír, a bit like Ballygunner, they found their way around the field, to open up opportunities to get easy scores, and that's what they've been doing for the last 20 minutes.
So we'll follow the players. There's another substitute there, but we'll bring you that one maybe in due course as Molly Comerford tries to get on this ball for Gailltír. That's a good play there by the county champions ball. Chip back there was Roisin Flood, who's also been introduced there, sprang that ball back. Gailltír have it. That's surely a free there. So Morrissey says play on Molly Comerford, and it's actually
maybe there might have been a free there the other way. Maybe
it certainly looked that way. Anyways,
to be correcting referees, but I thought maybe that Molly might have done enough to get a free there. But
Stephanie seemed to be swung to the ground, but in the end, Morrow flows her for overcarrying, which is it's a strange one. But maybe it's a sympathy vote there to St Anne's maybe in the late juncture. This one, Derek
drives that ball in from the dead ball. It breaks inside.
Theo Behan trying to get on it. Oh, it seemed to be a push there. Referee this time says play on. Niamh Rocket there amongst it, in the thick of things as always for St Anne's. So too Becky Kavanagh, who's going to get their hands on this one. It's on the 21-metre line. Battle for possession here, St Anne's. They haven't given up the ghost, in fairness. They've been trading in the second half. And with that, the referee blows the full-time whistle. It's all over here in Carriganore. Gailltír, their bid for 4 in a row, remains very much on track. They've beaten St Anne's here. Comfortably enough margin in the end. It was 1-4 each at half-time, but Gailltír up the ante in the second half and prevailed by 1-15 to 1-6 in the end. And finally, Derek, before we leave the lads, pack up and head for Fairfield, just a quick word in the second semi.
Just a dominant performance here in the second half. They really showed their championship qualities there today. At half-time, it was a close enough encounter, but I think, look, Gailltír have said it there here now today, like they're in for the long haul here, and they'll be there to. It's going to be a massive final now, I think, with the two teams that are in it. I think everybody predicted that they might be there, and they are there now. So it's going to be a great game to look forward to for the Camogie and Waterford here. Bring it on in 2 weeks' time at Welsh Park. Well, Derek, really appreciated your company this afternoon. It's been a long one, but as always, enjoyable. So that's where we'll wrap up. Huge thanks as well to Tomás Rua O'Kyle and Willie O'Mahony for all their sterling work, moving gear and everything. I suppose we've had the easy job of just standing here and doing a bit of talking this afternoon. To the Waterford Camogie board as well, Ita and Sheila and all their team. Delighted to be able to bring you today's double header, and we'll be back for the big county final in 2 weeks' time in Welsh Park. All over the second semi-final here at the WIT Arena. Gailltír's bid for 4 in a row remains on track. Full-time score, Gailltír 1-15, St Anne's 1-6. Thanks for tuning in.